vision for the nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. I am MC Danny, your host for today, and I want to believe that you will have again another wonderful show today. I'm so delighted, so pleased for all those who have been writing to me in the background, thanking me for the show, and also expressing, their visions, and also regarding the topics that we've been discussing. Once more, this is MC Danny, hosting the show for Vision for the Nation. Welcome. Before I continue, please, I would like you to, call somebody, talk about the show, invite people. You can go on YouTube, you can go on ABC Amber TV, Facebook. You can search there. The show is live also on Facebook, as I said. It's live on Vision for the Nation YouTube. Website, as well as later on we'll upload it on Facebook, Vision for the Nation. So you've got all these places that you can view the show. And also, once again, I want to plead with you. I've been doing this for some time. Please go to the YouTube, search for Vision for the Nation, and subscribe. I want us to attain that 1,000 mark. I'm waiting for that, so that our voice can go loud and clear out there. Well, again, welcome. I hope and I believe that you've had a good week, and I know that some haven't. We all know the crisis, the things that we are going through. We know that we are at war, and these are very hard times. I've just seen one or two images that are not so pleasing to see, but I just want to say we should hold on and keep on keeping on. Let everybody do his own part, and I believe that together in unity we will attain and reach our goal. So in today's topic, we are discussing about our mindset, our future mindset in Amazonia. What are those things that we want to be sure, well, not be sure as such, but that we want to deviate away from, we want to go away from those kind of mentalities, this kind of mindsets that we'll be having in the future, in the past, and which we want to change. We are moving into a new nation. Our mentality, how we conceive things, and how we maintain things in the nation is so important. the way we look at things, the way we think of things, the way we look at the world, the way we look at ourselves, the way we look at our lives, our nation has a very big role to play. And lines are not yet open, so please just hold on while I have this little talk before we start. So like I said, what are the things, how are we going to be looking at ourselves is so important, because how you conceive yourself is very important. There's a statement that says the battle is in the mind. How you think of yourself, how you carry out yourself, how you carry yourself, how you present yourself is very important. If you think of the story of David and Goliath, very interesting story. David, when he came in front of Goliath, in fact, before going there, when he heard about Goliath, after coming to serve his brothers to supply them with some with foodstuff and some other things that his father sent him, when he came there, he heard the row of Goliath that was troubling the nation of Israel, the Israelites, those that were in the battlefield, and he was wondering what is happening, what is going on. And he was told, behold, this person Goliath is standing there, and he is throwing a challenge. And David was like, what? Who is this uncircumcised Philistine to challenge our God? Wow. The youngest at the time, who was not even in the battle, not trained for war, not trained for any of that sort, in terms of, the army, was challenging a well-experienced military personnel and telling him, who are thou? I'm going to feed you. I'm going to cut off your head and feed to the birds. It's so interesting. So David knew who he was. He had that audaciousness of knowing that he carries something that is greater. It's the way he saw himself, how God has called him, that he was able to put his mind in a position of victory. And so when he went to face Goliath, he was not seeing Goliath as Goliath. He saw Goliath like a grasshopper, like, just something to finish in no time. I hope I'm passing a message to you. So yes, what are those conceptions that we want to run away from? Number one, I'm going to start, and I'll open the line very soon. The West, there's nothing wrong with the West. There's nothing wrong with Europe, with America as a people. But we should come to a place where we do not depend on them. We do not rely on them for our success. We must come to a place where we are all sufficiency. We can do our own things. We can implement our own structures, our own ideas. And also we can, be in a position where we can also sell to the West. Let there be some balance. Let us stop having this mindset that, our sources, our sources, our resources, or our success, that's the word I'm looking for, that our success comes from the West. And we should come out of that mentality. Come out of that mentality. It is high time that we begin to do things with a mindset that is different. Look at things in a way that you know that, yes, I can do it. I can make it. I can deliver. I can be also of great progress, of great success in the world, in the world's community. Because we want to position ourselves as well in a place where we know that, yes, we can, and yes, we are able. So I've going to open the line right now. Remember, call somebody, call somebody, make a call, tell them about the show Vision for the Nation. Let people hear your voice. Let people know the show. Many people have been saying, wow, this show is so nice, we love it. And so, I'm I'm flattered and I'm happy for that, and I'm happy that I was able to come up with a show. And I pray and believe that it's going to be a blessing even to our nation. And I'm happy also that people are contributing and people are speaking out, and they are getting more and more engaged in the discussion that we are having. And that also tells me that yes, Ambazonians, they know what they want, they know where they are going, and indeed they are ready. So that is so important, so good. And once again, for those who've been writing to me personally, thank you so much for your comments. I really appreciate it. I've tried my best to reply to as many people as I can. But if I have not replied to you, I'm sorry. Please do expect a reply from me. And if you don't, please don't be offended. But however, I've done my best to respond to people. So yes, once again, welcome to Vision for the Nation. I am MC Danny, and right now the lines are open. You can call to bring in your contributions. I'm just going to look here if there are any comments from people. Well, somebody said God will overcome, and other people are saying they're watching. Wow, thank you so much for watching. Also, just to say a word of encouragement to those on ground zero. I know these are times that are very challenging, and I believe a lot of you must have heard the man who came yesterday, on the interview with Secretary Chris, who was talking about the process of negotiation and the coming on the table and all the like. And I am very sure that at least is giving some hope and has brought some clarity, just to encourage you that yes, we are in a time of war. It's a time that we did not call upon ourselves. It came upon us. In a sense, we were not quite ready for that, but right now we are getting more and more ready. Sadly, there are a lot of damages that's occurring, a lot of challenges that we have to face, and that is life. Everyone goes through challenging moments. Even for us here in diaspora, I can't tell you how many times I've cried over this matter, and it's still a pain. So, while you are there, be encouraged and know that God will certainly see us through. We have said it time and again, and you have said it as well, that this revolution is God ordained. I am in this revolution because I have the conviction from the Lord that He has ordained this revolution. I'm going to give you my own vision someday. I keep it, to keep the momentum a little bit more. I'm going to share it. So if you have been waiting, don't worry. One day I'm going to do that. I might take a whole show to explain that. But don't be bothered. So today, once again, we're talking about our mindset, those mindsets that we want to look into, we want to tackle. Let's begin to change our mindset. And it starts now. It doesn't start only when, hey, we finally had it. No, it starts now. There are a lot of things that we can start implementing now, because you don't wait till you arrive at your destination before you begin your journey. You start from where you are. So let us start from where you are. Like I said, the lines are open. You can call. Okay. Somebody's talking about I'll leave that comment for later on. Okay. So once again, we are going to go on. While I'm waiting for this call, I'm going to be looking at some of those mindsets that we need to change. There are lots of mindsets that we need to change. We come from a place where we've been battered, we've been beaten down, and intimidated. But it is time that we begin to change our mentality. It is time that we begin to look at ourselves differently, tell our own story, change our mindset, and be in a place where we are happy to be humans, to live, and to be called Ambazonians, even in a time like this. So one of the things again I want to look at is there's one mindset that people have always had back home, not just there, a bit around the world as well. This mindset of you need to know somebody to get somewhere. Yes. A lot of people think, oh, you know what? I must know somebody to get somewhere. And sadly, that is the reality of what happens in the world. People, they find a way to, contact, before maybe they apply for a contract, or they apply for a job, or they apply even for school, they get in this situation where it's like, I need to know somebody. Do you know somebody that can connect me to this and that? We want an Ambazonia that is not corrupt. An Ambazonia that you don't necessarily need to know somebody to be somewhere, to explore that which God has given you as a gift. You don't have to be in a position where you must know the president, or you must know the teacher, or know this or know that for you to merit what you deserve. No, that's not the Ambazonia we want. We want a place where structures are put in place to avoid such. A point base, a merit base, whatever it is, your certificates, whatever, we don't want to get in a situation where there's for example, there's there's an exam that is going on, and people can easily come and bribe their ways because they know somebody who knows somebody that knows somebody in the exam board, and now they make them pass. We don't want that kind of Ambazonia. We want a place where we are free, where if you put in the hard work, you are able to achieve the worth of that hard work. That is the Ambazonia we want. Another thing is this idea of corruption. People believe now that money is just everything to get your way through. And so they are now in a position where it's like, if you don't give something, you can't go anywhere. A very good example, as we know, is the system of La Republique, where you have nowadays, and it's sad to say, and it's sad to see that you have the military. Every junction you go, there's a military man. In fact, they just wake up and they think, they want to make some money. Let's just go down the road there and then put up our just stand there. Nowadays there's no post. It's only military men who even just come and just stand there, and that's a good recipe for corruption that day. And so they now begin to disturb everybody to give this, to give that, give money here, give money there. Sadly, a lot of us have been victims of these things, and sometimes it's like you can't go ahead until you've bribed. We don't want that kind of Ambazonia. We want a place where you deserve something, you get it. A place where you can work hard and achieve great goals. Not a place where people who have not, studied to deserve what they've studied can easily come, bribe their ways, and then they become the boss of those who have spent years and years studying. It doesn't make sense. And at the end of the day, the nation doesn't go forward because you have the wrong people in the right places. And so people are now confused because they cannot achieve what they work so hard for. No, we want an Ambazonia where people, when they labor, when they work hard, they can see what they've worked for, what they've labored for. That is the Ambazonia we want. A corrupt-free Ambazonia. We know it's not going to happen 100%. You're never going to have 100%. But on the whole, we want to have a 99.9% if we could. That is what we want. We want a place that you don't have to bribe your way to get to your success. No. I must not come and have to bribe a minister or bribe somebody to implement a contract that is then going to help the community. No. We don't want to be in that position. We want to be in a place where we can put in solid foundations, solid structures that will avoid such things. One of them, obviously, is digitalization. By the time we begin to digitalize things, those things will begin to stop. There will be a change. I read about Rwanda. This was a Ghanaian who went with his team. I guess he's in the ministry of some sort. And he went to Rwanda from Ghana with his team. When he went there, he said, you know what? What he realized is that the difference is that they drive better cars in Ghana than in Rwanda. And what is happening? He was driving a taxi and he was like, I'm not seeing policemen on the road. What's going on? Why am I not seeing many policemen? And the taxi driver told him that, well, you don't see because each of our cars, they have chips there in their licenses that, if your license is not correct and so on, the police will pick it up. I was like, wow. That is, you cannot just go now and you think, oh, you can just do anything. Because it is control, and that is creating a different mindset. We should be careful not to exaggerate things, but we want a place where people feel safe, people feel free. Because by the time you are stopped by 10 different policemen or 10 different stops, your heart is all mixed up. You are arriving home and you are just so fed up. You are so angry. We want an Ambazonia that is totally and corrupt free. Well, let me read what my friend from Barutsland, the Kingdom of Barutsland, says. He says, "Thank you very much, sir, for update. Definitely, I watched." Okay, yeah, he was writing something. He says, "Future mindset of independent Ambazonia. Firstly, unity should be preached among all different ethnic groups for healing of the past experience the country went through since 1961, so as to come up with strong constitution which will stand a test of time. Separation of power between judicial, military, and executive, I guess. Also proper system in education, agriculture, health, science and technology, mining, commerce and industry, finance, infrastructure, development and international relations to enable Ambazonia recover very quickly in all sectors of development." Wow, this is interesting because this person, I think I've mentioned time and again here, has been following our program. Good day to you, sir. I'm so impressed with what he's writing here about our nation Ambazonia, and he is from Barutsland. One day I'll make a show with regards to that, just to honor this individual that has been following our program. And like I said before, they have a similar situation like ourselves. So just a moment. Hello, you are live on ABC. Good evening. How are you doing?
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to ABC Amber TV. How are you doing today, sir?
Wow. Firstly, I'm doing great and excellent. Thank you so much for this excellent show. I am very blessed and happy that you are talking about our future mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Taking into consideration that the topic or the theme of this program is vision for the nation.
Mm-hmm.
I want to state some facts clear in relation to the topic of today.
Okay.
The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7 that as a man thinketh, so is he.
Okay, good point. Mm-hmm.
It shows that the mind is a center factor, it's a center point, it's a stronghold in a man's life.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the mind controls the life, and most of the strongest battles in life are won in the mind. If the devil or your enemy succeed to capture you or to captivate your mind, he controls your life. No matter what you do, you might be so powerful, You might be so strong, but if your enemy will succeed to captivate your mind, to capture your mind, he controls your life. He controls your action. That's why you can see even a big sheep or a wild animal. Most of the times, what do the enemy do, or the controller of such an animal do? They tie a rope around the neck of that animal, and then they pull that animal. You see, because the mind is in the head. When you pull the animal, he follows you. You can, no matter how big the elephant might be, you control it through the head. So what I want to say is to my people is talking about our future mindset. I think, firstly, as a nation, as a people who have come from this La Republic, we are coming from a background where we've gone through a lot. We've experienced a lot from the enemy and with the enemy, staying together with the enemy. And there are a lot of things we've acquired from them. There are a lot of things we've inherited from them. It's the same thing like in the Bible. Remember when God delivered the Israelites out of Egypt, he took them to the desert. He had to make them wander at the desert because he wanted those with the old and evil mindset to die, because he never wanted them to go to the promised land, the new land, the land that flows with milk and honey, with the old mindset. So talking about our future nation, Ambazonia, I think it's time for us, the Ambazonians, the people, to start restructuring our mindset. Just as you were saying, this system of bribery, this system of I must be the one to be ahead, this system of one pushing themselves, trying to portray oneself. We need to fight those things, because we see it right now, even in the revolution. But those are things we need to work on. Another thing I want to make mention of, sir, is that
I'm listening.
Talking about vision. Most recorded miracles in the Bible are the healing of the blind. If you see what Jesus did, the most of the miracles that were recorded of Jesus in the Bible are the healing. It was healing the blind. Why? Because if somebody is blind, the person can't see, means the person has no vision.
Good point.
This shows to us that the enemy, even the human enemy, who is the devil, will always try to attack you and to kill your vision. This shows that the devil attacks vision. Right now, we are fighting for a new nation. One thing that the enemy of this revolution will do, and even in our private lives, is to fight your vision. If the devil can keep you at that point where you become stagnant, you lost focus on your vision, he controls you. You see, so the mind and the vision are the targets of our enemies. As I said, Jesus healed a lot of, most of the recorded miracles of Jesus in the Bible was the healing of the blind, because he saw that you need to restore the sight of people. You need to restore their vision. One of the vision of us, the Ambazonians, is to live as a free nation, a free people. And if we lost this vision, believe me, we will just be beating around the bush, fighting ourselves for nothing. So, as I said, my beloved brother and my fellow countrymen, Ambazonians, we need to focus on the vision. We need to restructure our mindset. And there was something I have learned, even when I was still a young man, something called training your mind, training yourself to stay focused on one thing. Because distractions in life are the strongest weapons of the enemy to kill your vision.
Correct.
You see, the enemy will bring distractions. Some of these distractions will be even if you should take your personal life as an example, will come even from within. Just like some of these distractions can come from within this revolution, from internal people, from us, from Ambazonians ourselves.
Correct.
To distract us, to pull us down. So what Mr. Nancho just wants our people to know right now is that we should stay focused. Talking about our future mindset, it begins today. And the foundations we will lay today are the foundations our future children and grandchildren will build on. And this can only be successful and effective if we restructure our mind by focusing on the things that are important to us as a people and as a nation.
Wow. Thanks so much for that contribution. I have to invite you to the show, really, to express yourself more. I believe you have a lot to say.
Thank you, sir. Sure.
Okay, thanks a lot, and God bless you, and talk to you later. Wow, that was so awesome. The caller, Mr. Nancho, that just called. Remember to call us on WhatsApp if you can. If you can, please call us, because right now we are accepting only calls from WhatsApp. Okay, just a second there. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. You are live on ABC. How are you doing today?
Hello, good evening, Danny MC. Huh?
Yeah, thank you. How are you doing?
Hey, I think I'm feeling so optimistic right now.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, because of a lot of developments happening on Ground Zero and around the globe in regards to our cause.
Okay.
So I feel very positive.
Good.
And I call it also to contribute to your program. I know I watch your program. I've never had the chance to contributing to it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I am Maitre Nikonf, calling from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, just the title of our program, Vision, is it's like what we call in my dialect, Ngunti, a living seat.
That's a good one.
Yeah, the Southern Cameroons people have always been a people with vision. When our forefathers walked out from Nigeria, Eastern chiefs, to come and install themselves in Boya, our capital, is because they realized that maybe attaching themselves to Nigeria, the vision they had could never be realized.
Yeah.
So being a people with good mindset, with like visionaries.
Yes.
So they had this government, which everybody knows. The fact that Africa and the world has really maintained a blind eye to our people right from the onset. That's the first country that introduced democratic elections.
Yeah.
Incumbent, exchanging powers.
That's true. That's true.
So maybe the world, the international community saw how powerful and how united and how visionary our people were. That's why they were tricked into either joining Nigeria back or joining the Republic of Cameroon.
Yeah, good point.
Yet still being a people with some good minds and people who are reliable, back with the Anglo-Saxon gentleman culture and way of life. Yeah, they never expected that to really end up treating them in such a manner.
That's true.
So fact here is that our vision has been distorted, plus our history distorted by the Republic of Cameroon for the past 57 and 58 years now counting. But yet they have not succeeded in killing our vision, because we have realized that this is the time we have to take that big bull by the horns. So I'm very grateful that when it comes to a program like this, we should help inject this vision into some of us, our people who could not even, who have never taught the true history of the Cameroons.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know, when we come back, the Republic of Cameroon has really damaged our people. You know, brought division into us. You know, look at the lies and tell the world. Even the Fuman conference, which is a unification conference, they call it reunification conference. They have turned to calling our people secessionists, whereas it's the Republic of Cameroon that succeeded from the union, which was even fake. We supported it.
Yeah, that's true.
If the Republic of Cameroon citizens were honest people, they should arrest Paul Biya and charge him for treason for having succeeded from a union that we had. Yet they have reversed the entire thing, and they are calling Ambazonian, Southern Cameroonian, calling our people secessionists, separatists, independentists, and stuff like that. These are all distorting our history.
Yeah.
But good enough, it is not turning back.
Yeah. And it will, and it will soon end.
We are already a free people, Mr. Danny.
Yes, those statements about us will soon be over.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I read the departing governor, or who was that, the administrator of Southern Cameroons, Upon his departure, made a statement that you cannot bury an inflated balloon under the sea. Because the injustice that was being meted on our people was just like burying an inflated balloon under the sea, which must surface one day. Yeah. And we are up right now.
That's
and we are floating and we are going to fly. So let's help teach our people the facts of our history. Let our people understand that we are a nation, and we are a nation with an internationally recognized border that are frozen. Because when the Republic of Cameroon secured independence to got admitted at the United Nations, it wasn't part of the Southern Cameroon. Nigeria has border frozen. I see some of our Southern Cameroonian intellectuals.
Yeah.
Which they are so stupid and silly in their silly is mild. They are stupid in their way of putting the whole story. They compare Southern Cameroon with Biafra, compare Southern Cameroon with the Basque separatists in Spain. They compare Southern Cameroon with Sahara. No, all these places that are compared, they have never been constitutional territory of the UN.
Yeah, correct.
It's only Southern Cameroon. So the case of Southern Cameroon cannot even be compared to Papua New Guinea or East Timor and stuff like that. We are a unique people. Our cause is straight.
Correct.
It's left on to us right now.
Correct.
The shapeless international community is fluctuating from here left and right, not even admitting the errors they have done to our people.
Yeah. Anyway,
so, Mr. Denny,
yes.
I am so glad that you come with a program like this. Let's spread the vision, spread the history, help teach our people, because sometimes our people back home, they don't know exactly how we came to be there where we are right now.
That's true. That's true.
The facts have been distorted.
Yeah.
Even at the level of university. So good enough, a few people have rekindled this struggle to where we are right now, and there's no turning back.
Yeah.
We are a people with a vision, and our vision is bright, and the history will tell.
Wow.
Southern Cameroon will be that shining city on the highest mountain in the entire West Africa.
I like that statement.
So I thank you once more, my able comrade, and may God bless you. And please, our message to our people is, if you know to shake any stone, shake it. Let them release our brother, our leaders. I'm talking about especially Mr. Abdul Karim.
Yeah.
Siseku Ayutabe and the team. Every Southern Cameroonian being held in any angles in the Southern Cameroon or in the Republic of Cameroon. Anyway, all of our people should be released.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Like Chris had Mr.
Alex
yesterday. Because I asked him if Mr. John Bakoro had some suspicion in their way of handling the case. How much more do we, Southern Cameroonian, do they expect Southern Cameroonian to trust them? Let them come and play. Like explaining that countries do have treaties, confidentiality, except that they can deny that they were not here. If the Republic is not serious for the dogs, let them sit down. We are not begging them. Our only plea now is to our people. Let our people help fund our ground zero. Let the popcorn be shouting here and there. And then the Republic will not sleep. The international community will come calling on us.
Well,
thank you so much. Comrade. God bless.
Thanks too, and thanks for all the words and the words of wisdom as well. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Wow, amazing. That was a bit of a talk there, but yes, it's important. I think it's important that we are educated of who we are and where we are going. Let me just answer this call. Good evening and welcome to Vision for the Nation. You're live on ABC. How are you doing today? Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yes. What's your contribution today?
I'm calling from Bamenda.
Okay.
Ground Zero.
Good. Yeah, so our topic is on it's on our mindset for the future, or let me say our future mindset in Ambazonia. What's your contribution today?
Yeah, I just want all the people of Southern Cameroonians to know, and to know well that we are to fight and fight and fight and liberate our nation. Let's forget about the international community. Let's forget about the Swiss initiative. Let's forget about anything. The Republic has planned to exterminate us and to win this issue by war. So I want us to have this in mind, that even if this country will separate today, the war will not end. I want every Ambazonian to know that the area we carry this war into La Republic, the better. Because they are hiding behind things and killing our people, making mass graves every day, exploiting people. Can you imagine that from Bamenda to Bambili, you have 7 checkpoints which they collect money forcefully from people, from drivers, exploiting people. I want the world to know, that each and every Ambazonian to know that we are about to start fighting and fight to the last blood. I want all the Ambazonians to know that we are in a war, that we need to fight and fight till we enter La Republic with it. We need to fight and take out ourselves from La Republic. Their strategy is that they want to win us by war. And then so what they want.
Wow, thanks.
I want us to know.
Yeah, go on.
I want each and every Ambazonian to know that we are ready, and we should be ready to fight and fight and fight to the last man standing.
Wow.
I just want every Ambazonian to start reasoning like that.
Yeah, that's a good change of mindset, and that is something that is really important. Thanks for sharing that, comrade. Okay, have a blessed day. Okay, well, you just heard this comrade, and I think that, before we really get to where we need to go, which is our total independence, it's important that we stand our grounds. I think I've said this before on the show. You're not going to sit down and people just storming your house out of the blue with no rights, with you doing nothing, especially in times like this. And if you have the opportunity to defend yourself, you don't defend yourself. We have to. I think the stunning revelation here, or what the brother is just speaking, is the fact that these people are, we don't think, or he doesn't believe, and which I think is a fact, that they really want to retreat. And that is something we need to take seriously. It is very clear that they don't intend to. They probably are trying to walk on time, buy time, why they believe strongly that they must win us by war. We also must strongly show them that they cannot win us by war. It will not work. Because at the end of the day, it is that table that we have to all end on. So like he said, stand your ground like the talks were not happening. While that is progress on the way, stand your ground knowing that anything can happen. Your lives are in danger, our lives are in danger, even those in the diaspora, but sadly more so for those on ground zero. So stand your ground, like the brother said. Do not leave and lay down your defense mechanism, if I should put it that way. In fact, tighten it even the more. Tighten it, because it is your right to do so. And that's why even the international community is recognizing this, and they have no choice but to put the suggestions that we all sit on the table, because that is where we end. So many nations and wars or crises have gone like that, and they've all ended up in the same way. So it's not something that we should relent our effort or relent ourselves. Okay, good discussion. Coming back to our topic, one of the things that we really need to change as a mindset is this aspect of bringing and pulling any person who is making progress. That's the sort of mindset that exists, where it's like your brother is going up and you have to pull him down. I'm happy because through this revolution, unity to some level, it's coming. Some level of love is coming more and more. I must say things are changing. It's not so much the same like before, but just to recognize that those are some of the things, and we see it in this revolution, where certain people, hatred seem to have overwhelmed them. Now it's an obsession. When they hear certain people's names, they are now obsessed. When you get to that point where just hearing somebody's name is making you go nuts, it's like you cannot just stand. Even when the person is doing something good, then you are already on a terrible journey. Something is wrong with you. You have got to stop, reflect on your life, and begin to find ways to disassociate yourself from such, because it will not help you. I've personally encountered a situation like this where there's one particular person that gave me some headache. It was so bad. That was his name that was being mentioned almost every day in my home, until I have to say, hey, hang on a minute. Is this person controlling my life? Because, if you're not careful, hatred kicks in, jealousy kicks in. Anything this person says, even if it's a great suggestion, even if it's a good work, a good suggestion, or something they are trying to bring out that is of good to the community, even to yourself, they will be so mad against. Why? Because that obsession is no more disagreement. It's an obsession of anger, of hatred. And when you notice such people, please find a way to pull yourself away from them. Let them be isolated and have the time to reflect on their lives, reflect on their stand, reflect on themselves, because they are beginning to become a danger to you. I mean, sadly on social media nowadays, it's horrible. People, the hatred that they show for certain leaders, for certain people, it's absurd. This is not the Ambazonia that we want to see. This is not the Ambazonia that you want to see. Even you who is involved in this is not what you want to see. This is not the lifestyle. When this revolution started, you were not like this. Right now, you are all over the place. You become an enemy to yourself. Sorry that I have to say this, but that is the truth. You become an enemy to yourself. You become an enemy to what is good, what is making progress. Your eye has been blinded. Right now, you can't see my eye, right? Because I've blocked it. That is what is happening with many of you. Because your eyes are blocked, you cannot see anymore. So we need to change our ways. We need to change from this pattern. It is a distraction. It is a hindrance to this revolution. And it will be a hindrance to your life if you don't turn away from disease, from such. Let us change that mindset. Change that mindset that when you see progress, it must be you that is maybe the one that is leading it. Because that is pride. And the Bible says that pride comes before a fall. You're on your way down. At least, I thank God I don't know most of these people personally, so I can talk the way it is. And even if I know you personally, it still doesn't change what I'm saying, because that is the truth. So Ambazonians, let us disease from this. While we are undergoing the trying moment, let us adjust those things that need to be adjusted. And let us work on ourselves on those things that we need to work on, so that we have a better tomorrow, so that our children can look back and say, yes, our parents were great. They brought us this far. They taught us good statuses. They taught us good manners. I remember one of the callers on this show said one thing which really impressed me. He said we should teach our children the right things to do. That when they see somebody's thing that's falling on the ground, it doesn't mean it's yours. You don't just go quickly and pick it. You instead try to find the owner. You try to see how you can help, because someday it could be your turn that will need that you might need that help. So we've talked about this issue of knowing somebody before you get somewhere. That's one of the things that we need to be careful about. Another thing that we also need to change as a mindset, my brothers, is this mentality that Africa cannot succeed. Woof. Very, very bad ideology. That Africa cannot stand. That Africa will always be the way it is. Just a moment, I'm going to answer this call later on. The Africa is it's just that fallen people. We have to change that mentality. We need to change that mentality where we think that Africa is so behind that we cannot make it. We need to really change that mentality. Remember, Ambazonia is part of Africa. That's why I talk about Africa as a whole. We need to change that mentality. Change the mentality that we are so backward in technology, so backward in all kinds of stuff. Those are lies of the devil. They are lies that have been passed on. Because there are lots of Africans that have done great things. Maybe one of the shows I will do is on those ones. The great things that Ambazonians and Africans have accomplished. Please, this person who is calling me, just hold on. I might give you a call back. So just hold on. Because this is an important and interesting topic that we need to deal with. Stop looking at yourself as if you are the last. Some people think that Africa, is going to be in 5,000 years, in 200 years that change will come. Change will come now if you decide the change to come. It takes you and I to decide that no, it will not continue like this. We are not always going to be the way we are. Right now, a lot is changing. Technology is increasing. And if you don't know, we are one of the top people all over the world. Because you're on ground zero, some of you have no idea. You have no idea of the great success that even your own brothers, Ambazonians and Africans, are doing out here. So do not look at yourself as if you're the last. Begin to teach your children the truth. Tell them that they are great people, that they can make it. They are absolutely wonderful, and that they can do great things if they put their minds to it. That is how it starts. So let us stop looking at ourselves as if we can absolutely not make it, because we can. Let me pick up this call. Good evening and welcome to Vision for the Nation. You have been really persistent. How are you doing today?
Fine, sir. I'm very, very happy with your program. Your program is, in fact, it's educating us.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Everybody in Ground Zero listening to this program has to at least have a mind focus. We in Ground Zero, we want Amazonia to be a nation that, instead of us going to Europe, America, the Americans will be coming to
Amazonia. Good point. Very good point.
Because we know that we are rich in everything. We have everything here in Ambaland. But the only thing I would like you to preach to the whole world is that the Ambazonians will stop to hate their brothers and sisters. We are all blacks. We will never one day turn from blacks to whites. We should know that if we unite together, we will build a powerful nation. Let people not take their scores and settle inside this our struggle. This struggle is not a struggle to settle
To settle scores, yeah.
We should fight our fight, and we should fight a fight that will lead us and will make us succeed in whatever thing we're doing.
Correct.
So, in fact, I thank you. I thank God. I'm praying that God should give us a way so that this struggle will finish so soon, so that everybody can. Those who are already in state or you, they will be coming back to come and build up our nation, and we will live to enjoy a better nation.
Good point. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Wow, that was okay. That was a great comment there. Good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. You are live on ABC. How are you doing today? Okay, I just missed that call. Yeah, well, our brother was saying some things that are very, very interesting. The last caller that called, and I think the issue of hatred in this revolution is something we all need to sit back and reflect. Our ways of doing things might not be the best, might not be the way of others, but to go to the point where we begin to, hate each other with such passion is really dangerous. And the Bible says if you hate your brother in your heart, you've murdered that person. So you don't want to be in that position. Let me pick up this call. Okay, I've made a mistake. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today?
I am fine, comrade. Thank you very much. Good evening, and good evening, fellow Amazonians.
Good evening. Good to hear your voice.
I want to and appreciate you for the program. Yeah, this is Comfort here.
Yeah, our able secretary. Nice to hear your voice.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this program. It's such a wonderful program. I'm just happy that I have an opportunity to talk to you today.
Thank you.
So the topic for tonight is such a one that it may keep us all night long because it's something that everybody would want to say something.
Yeah.
So the idea of our future mindset is something that's we want to take it on a very serious note.
Mm-hmm.
So we know a lot is going on. Ambazonians are very dynamic people. We're very brilliant and powerful people.
All right.
We want to adopt that kind of mindset. Our future mindset should be that which is dynamic, just like we are. We should adopt that kind of a mindset of mutual acceptance, that of accommodating one another, that of recognition of one another's strength.
Yeah.
So that we should not think that if not me, then nobody else can. We should recognize that even though this person, I am good at this, the other person is good at that one. And just not until we acknowledge all ourselves and acknowledge our strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Because we can only put bits and pieces together in order to make a whole.
That's true.
Nobody can be. There's just one Ambazonia. But then we need 8 million people to build this Ambazonia, so we need 8 million bits and pieces.
Correct.
If we don't accept it like that, then we're only wasting our time. So the idea of me or no one else is only helping to thwart our progress. Meanwhile, there is a lot to do, and the moment we realize ourselves and know that we're wasting a lot of time and negative energy on things that don't help, we want to adopt a mindset of being free, accepting one another, being real, just facing a reality. Because there are times we create situations from space just to make things look so bogus for no reason and make things more difficult even for ourselves and our people back home. So Amazonia is real. Amazonia is just one. Amazonia has got 8 million wonderful brains. Amazonia has got everything it takes to be a nation. And Ambazonia has got just very little time to get home. We are the ones holding ourselves back because we've got that kind of archaic mindset, that of envy, that one of ego, self-aggrandizement.
Wow.
So the moment we open up and loosen up and accept me, it's not because you've got a PhD and I've got first school living that you think I don't have anything to offer. Lies.
Correct.
It's not like that. Everybody has got something to offer. But not until we accept that, then we are going nowhere. So thank you very much. Let me take it.
Before you go, while you were just explaining about we holding ourselves back You know, I just suddenly had this vision of these people trying to enter the bus to go to their destination, and they were fighting instead of entering into the bus, holding and just arguing there, and that's how time is passing. So you know, that is just to warn us to stop this fight. You know, I just had that kind of, you know, picture or something.
You know,
Yeah.
I think this week has been a blessing. Guys, just permit me to talk a bit. This week has been a blessing because your vision now is just trying to what Comrade Nanchop on Minister Silva was saying on Sunday evening about how the use of time. Some people squander time, others waste time, and others invest in time.
Yeah.
So we waste and squander our time by fighting, like you just saw it, and that is how we're wasting our time. So it's high time we adopted a new mindset so we can move on.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you for that comment, and have a blessed evening. Yeah.
Okay, you too.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye. Wow, that is so awesome hearing from all of you, your contributions, and I think we will just continue to hold on. Before I end today, just to say we will continue part 2 of this discussion next week. So next week, I want you, don't just, take some time out to think of various things that you want to talk about, to call and to mention, because there's so many sort of mindsets that people have, and that we need to change. One very important thing which I want to mention here before I go, I have it in my notes, is this mindset against people with disabilities. I'm going to talk about that after this caller. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Good to hear your voice.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I'm just smiling as I heard Comrade
Comfort, yeah.
Comfort,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was very happy. So what I'm about to contribute is that we must first cleanse our mindset. Cleanse our mindset. I mean, if you look at the White House, for instance,
Yeah.
the US, the White House family, whether you are Republican or you are a neutral member or you are a Democrat, the family in the White House has no political attachments.
Yeah.
So what do I mean? I mean saying that the Amazonia we are dying for is the one that anybody can fit anywhere and work. Not that since it is the Ministry of the Secretary of Tourism, it must come from Donga, and only you see people filling the tourism department only from Donga, or military is from Manyo. Only people from Manyo are holding. Those are archaic mindset.
That's right.
And there's also another mindset that, let me give you the charade that took place in Yaoundé.
Okay.
How many of those people you saw sleeping? I think almost all the old people were sleeping.
Yeah. It's sad to see, really.
They don't contribute. They are holding meetings for something to take place in 2040 when they are all dead. They can sign anything and take the money distributed within themselves. So we are talking a mindset of the Amazonians that everybody contributes to the nation. Whether you are a first school leaver or you are a degree or you are what, there is nobody who is a master of everything.
That's right.
Like now, these are comrades that are defending homeland. Did they go to any military academy? If I may ask you.
No, most of them not.
But they are defending homeland.
But they are. That's right. That's true. Very good point.
So that's my example. All of us, the 8 million people, by the time maybe we'll be reaching Boya, will be maybe 9 million, because many are being born again.
Yeah.
So,
good. I like that.
We must know that everybody has a say. Don't say no, because you have no degree, you cannot. Please, Amazonia is real and we must fight for it. We must be open that everybody can fit anywhere. So we must pass a law against tribalism. That's the first law that we must pass against tribalism.
Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you for that point. And I think the issue of tribalism is something that we need to really tackle. Thanks again. Wow.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry, I cut him. Anyway, thank you so much for calling. And the one of the last things that this caller just said was, the issue of tribalism. This aspect of we can be diverse doesn't mean we cannot unite. Yeah, we can be diverse in the way we look, the way we act, how good we are in certain things, and weaker maybe in other things, but doesn't mean that we cannot unite. The more we unite, the more we are stronger to do great things. Now, before I pick any call, I wanted to talk on this point about the mindset against people with disability. The Bible says, whoever mocks the poor insults his maker. In Proverbs 17 verse 5. This is something that it's one of those things in Ambazonia that we have to look out for, because somebody is disabled, not able to function with his limbs and part of the body does not mean that they cannot contribute, that they are not worth a human being. Please, I'm going to pick this call later on. So as I was saying, that aspect that we mock at those that are disabled, we have to stop it, because these are people, these are human beings. I remember when I was quite young, still in primary school. I went to this school, and it so happened that we had this boy that was disabled with one of his legs. I think he had to use a stick to walk, and it's like nobody wanted to associate with him. But for me, I didn't see that as a problem. And if you are that person, I've lost touch with this person for a very long time. I don't even remember again, because we were in class for just, I think it was a year or two. That was in I think my 4 going towards Limbe. Please contact me. This boy was disabled, but interestingly enough, he became my very, very good friend. Very, very good friend. And I never really saw the problem. I never saw a problem with him, although people castigated him and they didn't really want to associate with him. But you see, my relationship with him, because I showed care for him, I was there for him, it boosted him up. And he was doing well in class as well. So we should distance ourselves from such. We should distance ourselves from such. We should take care of those that are not able and be there for them, as well as those who are older. We should be there for them, because the older people have a lot of wisdom for us. So I'm going to pick up this caller. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today?
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. I'm calling, of course. I thought I was talking to Daniel, who is online.
Yeah, you are.
Who is now on set.
You are.
Whoever is calling, whosoever is answering my call. Good evening, as I'm calling from Sankara.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. And also, can you lower your set, please?
Hello? Yeah, I'm calling from Mele Division.
Okay.
And Mele County.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
And then, yeah. Yes, so precisely, I wanted to ask this pertinent question, because under Mele County, there is a pertinent problem now that's going on.
Okay.
We have a problem, and we've had General Divine have been stripped off his general. Is it the truth or not? That's what everybody wants to know now.
Okay. Sadly, I cannot answer that question because I have no idea of what you're talking about. I have to be honest with you. So I don't know about that. I have no idea. That is just something that I have to confirm. I probably,
yes,
yeah.
And one thing is this. I thought I was talking to Danny MC.
You are.
Danny MC is right online.
You are. You are.
Danny MC is right on
ABC.
On ABC.
Yeah, you are. You are right. Yeah, that's right. That's true. You are.
Okay, is that a program? Was that one program?
Yeah, the Vision for the Nation program. Yeah.
Right now on ABC.
That's right.
Is, you know.
Yeah, I know the issue is that you have some delay. So yeah, you do have some delay on your set. So focus to talk with me on the phone. Don't listen to your set.
You have to understand. You must understand on ground zero.
Okay.
Nothing is actually.
You're right.
You know.
I'm getting you.
Yes, you should understand on ground zero, nothing is accurate. So the networks are not that right.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah.
So I'm not a technician.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just struggling, and right now I'm watching Vision for the Nation, and Danny MC is online.
That's true.
It's right now, and hoping I'm talking to Danny MC.
You are.
So am I talking to Danny MC?
You are. Can you?
Danny MC?
Yeah. Wait. Can you hear me? Can you hear me right now on the phone? Don't listen to your set.
I'm getting you right now on the phone.
On the phone, yes. You are getting.
Okay,
yes. Yes.
I'm getting you.
Okay. Good. So you are live right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you are giving your concern about General Divine, which I said I don't have any idea because I don't know, right? Yes. Is there any other thing you wanted to contribute?
I'm so proud. I'm so happy. I'm getting you now.
Okay.
And the networks are still disturbing.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I love you now. What's on the county? Thanks very much, NMC. You're so proud. Yes. Yes, I'm getting on you now. No, I'm getting you. I'm getting you 100%.
Oh, hello. I'm very sorry for this caller. I think there's because of the delays. You're probably having a challenge. Please, can I just ask, when you're calling, do not depend on your phone. Just talk with me on the on your set, on your TV set. Just talk with me on the phone because you will always have a delay. So that's something you want to avoid. If you are talking with me, if you're calling on the show, just make sure that you are talking with me directly on the phone. Okay, let's try again. Hello, good evening. Good evening and welcome to Vision for the Nation. Thanks for calling again. How are you doing? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, can you get me now?
Yes, I'm getting you now.
Okay, good. Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will not recall myself. Just call me Zizi.
Okay.
County Meme.
Okay, good.
Zizi from Meme.
Okay, Zizi from Meme. Yeah, you don't even need to mention any name. That's fine. Go ahead.
That's good. Okay. Yeah. Now, we in the Meme County, we've been having lots and lots of problems from the hinterlands and all the likes. So recently, we've been getting some problems and it's all being said that General Divine of the hinterlands, you must know, has the strict office generalhood. Is that the truth? Because only from you guys, we should know if it's the truth.
I don't know about that, but I think I will pass that message on to the right place so that they can inform you. I think Secretary Chris will be the best person to talk about, because I really, to be honest with you, I don't have any. I'm just hearing that from you now, so I don't have any idea about that. But I'll make sure that I pass on the information so that that can be dealt with. Is that okay? Okay, still having some technical difficulties. Well, this person was talking about General Divine. I really have no idea, no clue of what is happening there in Meme. So I cannot answer that question sadly, but obviously I'm going to try to communicate the information onto our able secretary. So count on that. Well, I think we've been having quite a good show today. And yeah, just to finish my story, as I was saying, talking about disabilities, you know, we should be a people that show kindness to those that are in difficult situations. I remember recently, I don't know if it's a film or if it's real life. Okay, I've heard a real life version as well. But this attitude where children who are maybe on the street or who don't have anything come up to somebody and say, please, uncle, can you give me this or that? And then the next thing is to give that person, that child a slap. I mean, come on. Those are not the kind of attitudes that we want to find in Ambazonia. Okay. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. You are live on ABC. How are you doing today?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Greeting to you, viewers.
Yeah, greetings to you as well.
I want to say that I'm enjoying this program very well.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody that here realize that the way to Boya is near. I want to plead that they should realize it now and enter the train, because we are getting closer to Boya. Because some of our leaders that we are looking at them to leave La Republic and come and join us in this struggle now. They have not yet realized themselves. So I'm just pleading that when they realize themselves, they should realize themselves early now before the train gets to Boya. But when the train gets to Boya, I don't know what will come of them.
Thanks for that advice. Okay. Well, that was a good advice. You know, just to remind people, remind those that are in the position of authority and position of leadership that, you know, get your acts together. We heard Mr. Alex say yesterday of the HD, we should get our acts together. It's time that we unite ourselves and make Ambazonia happen, make it a reality. And let me tell you, keep being a stumbling block, but you will not stop us from reaching. But the sad part is that God's judgment will come upon you. You see, life is really interesting. It's really interesting because we all know stories of people who have been wicked in the past and how they ended up. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today?
No, thank you. I'm doing great. I am calling for the Federal Republic of Ambazonian Boya.
Good to hear from you, sir. How are you doing?
No, we thank God for today.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead. What's your contribution?
So, okay, I was just saying for concerning our frontline leaders, the committed one, that after the war and after we have gained what we have, we should build a monument for all our frontline leaders that will carry our history. For our little children, I should be also a touristic area.
Yeah.
For whosoever want to know the history and the story of Ambazonia, once as you visit that place, you will know the story and you see the statue of everybody. That was a frontline
leader, yeah.
And also, I believe that some people on Ground Zero are listening this program and in diaspora also.
Yeah.
Yes. I just wanted to know that we on ground zero, we are still determined. We are ready to die for this. The war we are fighting now is not for our own self, but for our generation. If our forefathers, they make mistake that make us to suffer now, but we will not make that mistake for our children to suffer.
Correct.
So we are determined. We are not looking at our own self, but we are looking for the generation that are coming. And I pray that the governor for the northern zone, I pray that he died on that hospital bed. That is just the beginning. I pray that all the La Republic officials that are staying in our land, this one should be as an example. Let them begin to pack their luggages and leave our land peacefully. So that's my own contribution, sir. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for that, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Good night. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are soon coming to the close of this show today. I will accept only one more call if there's a call that comes in. It's really interesting. We need to change our mindset. I know a lot of people have called that, have kind of brought some encouragements or warnings and things like that. But I think it's all important, and that's why the show is here. So, you know what? Do send in your contributions as you do usually. I've had a lot of people writing to me, and as some can attest, I've been replying to them, thanking them for their contributions, and also, for all the suggestions that they've been making. I want you to know that we are not taking it lightly, and I believe that this show is surely helping you, is encouraging you, and it's helping us to move forward. It's important that we prepare ourselves, towards towards our goal. They say proper preparation prevents poor performance. So we want to be in a position of strength, a position where we know what we want, we know we are determined to move on, just like the last caller said. You on ground zero, you are determined to push on to the end. And I believe strongly that is the mindset that we must have, the mindset that we are going to push on. We're going to have a great Ambazonia, a place to be. And we will only make it a place to be when we do those things that will make it to be a place to be. Because you don't expect people to come and then they see how people are insulting people on the street and just, deceiving others and things like that. No, you want a place. Obviously, it's not going to be heaven that we are all wishing, because that is the most perfect place. But let us do the best that we can to make it our heaven, to make it the best of what we can have. And only you and I can achieve that. So on that note, I'm going to put it to an end today at this junction. Thank you for all those that have called in. I'm so grateful and I'm so happy. May you continue to be strong even in these challenging moments. And know one thing, that God's eye is upon the land. He sees everything and everybody will give an account. So regardless of what is going on, know this one thing, that God is still alive and He is watching over the land. Remember, Ambazonia is God's land. It's not somebody's land. It is His divine time for our own land. So be encouraged, be strengthened. Don't allow distraction to deviate you from the call, and be strong. So once again, I am MC Danny, hosting Vision for the Nation, and I wish you all the best. May you continue to be strong, and short live the revolution, long live Ambazonia. God bless you and have a great night. See you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome to Vision for the Nation.